What's going on, everybody? I'm Sha. This is the Dollar Tree. Shout out to all the new subscribers. Yes, appreciate everybody for watching. Get that YouTube algorithm up out of here by hitting that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification so you know when we upload a new video. I have my trusty phone here. The timestamps are in the description, and we're gonna get into it today. So somebody in the comment section asked me about looking at the Yearn Finance chart. Okay, so we're gonna look at Yearn Finance since it has recently been up around those $40,000 price point, that price area again. So we're gonna take a look at it, but first I want to point out some Yearn Finance recent news. So let's take a look at the phone and let's go through it. Some tweets that come out, some merges, and all the sorts. So let's start with this right here. Yearn Finance launches V2 Vaults, YFI token jumps 15%. All right, we're going to take a look at the chart later. I understand that Yearn Finance is looking at probably going into price discovery, so it's not going to be much to see on the charts. However, we can still see that it is for the most part around the bottom, but we'll get to it. So it launches version 2. And here on this article, which I'm going to put right here on the screen for you guys can check out the entire article for yourselves, but I'm just going to read a snippet. And it's basically said, as part of a wider redesign for Yearn Finance, the V2 Vaults have gone live today amid little fanfare and few details aside from a short but colorful video clip. Earning strategies on the existing V1 vaults have been a bit lackluster recently, causing liquidity on the platform to dwindle. Yearn hopes that the new strategies will rejuvenate the ecosystem and bring the farmers flooding back in. All right, so they also say that, you know, they're saying that the first version and the second version don't really look too different, but as of a recent tweet, it says after 4 months and 8 design iterations, I'm gonna put the tweet here on the screen for you guys. Design iterations, V2 Vaults are finally live. So proud to see the extensive redesign in action. But again, somebody else said that Yearn Finance website still showing the version 1 vaults, of which Cure FI/BUSD is the best performing yielding around 20% per year. But yes, nonetheless, progress in regards to Yearn Finance. They are moving forward, and you know, recent news means a lot when you're talking about, you know, staying relevant and growing your coin. But let's move on to the next article. Now, here's important big news, right? So, you know, the one thing about the Yearn Finance token and its reason for being such high in price is the amount that they have, you know, 30,000. But, you know, 2 days ago, there's an article here. I'm going to put it here on the screen for you guys. It says that Yearn Finance proposal to mint 1,000 YFI tokens to reward core devs face opposition. Yes, because that will very well potentially have an effect on the price of the coin. So when investing in DeFi, YFI, you have to pay attention to this. And I really wanted to make you guys aware of this because, you know, like I said, we're about money. You know, we go over the charts and things like that. This could be something that could affect your trade setup or your investment if you're getting in around the time that this news is coming out. So I think that is important because this news is directly related to the number of coins itself, and not whether, you know, they're going to launch V2 and all of that, because some people will say, oh, the news of V2 coming, the price was pumping months before the news even came out. It surged like 124% a couple months ago. And even when the news was originally announced about 4 months ago, the price was dumping at the time. The entire market was going down. So keep that in mind. So also, this is the last thing I wanted to point out, which is, you know, fairly decent news, and then I'll give a little take on it. DeFi project Cream surges as Yearn Finance announces integration. So basically what's happening here is Cream, something that honestly I haven't heard of until I saw this. Cream is going to be integrated into the Yearn Finance ecosystem. So I guess that's another thing. That's another option for people who want to use the Yearn Finance ecosystem for his yield farming.
So, I mean, I don't know. This is one thing that I did see though that is interesting about Cream, and I want to put this tweet screenshot up here and read it to you guys. Introducing the Yearn Bank. This is from Yearn Finance, as you can see here. Zero collateral protocol to protocol lending platform and liquidity backstop for the entire DeFi ecosystem. Launch partners: Alpha Homara V2, Alpha Finance Labs, I heard of them before, and Yearn version 2 leveraged vaults. Leveraged. That's the one thing that I didn't catch in the previous article that I put up, was that the version 2, the version 2 of the Yearn Finance launch has leverage. Now, I never used the yield farming, but I'm curious to know if version 1 have had, I told you I'm not into the yield farming thingy, but curious to know if, you know, version 1 had leverage. But it says Yearn V2 leverage vaults. So I would definitely probably have to look into that. But that's also good news for Yearn Finance. Despite the bad news about them wanting to mint 1,000 more coins, it's still good that they're creating more partnerships and improving their DeFi ecosystem. So that's pretty much it. I wanted to make you guys aware of that. And yeah, we could go ahead and take a look at the charts. But see, when prices are this high up, I don't mess around with them. I don't deal with them, because once they get this high, they go into price discovery, especially when they break all-time highs. So you don't know where they're gonna go, where they're gonna fall. I mean, you know, for the most part, if it starts to fall right after breakout, then it's pretty much gonna be a retest, maybe another like falling wedge around at bottom or flag, you know, a bullish pattern. But I don't like to get involved in those, especially when we're tailing off a bull run. You know, we got a couple months left, maybe a year. I doubt a year of this bull cycle. So I don't want to deal with it. But nonetheless, I'm not going to talk your ear off. Let's take a look at the charts and let's see what's going on with Yearn Finance, even though it's near price discovery, because someone wants to know, do I think Yearn Finance is going to go to 100,000? I'll answer that after we look at the charts. Let's take a look. All right, here we go. Weekly chart. Here we go. Weekly chart. Yearn Finance. First things first. You are already pretty much where you want to be in Yearn Finance. You're right. You're building up to break this previous high, all-time high of 43,000. Let me draw a line here up at the top of the wick. Now the wick, in case you guys didn't know, I'm just going to tell you the wick is the line that separates from the block, which is called why I say it like that? The block, which is the candle, called the candle, right? So once you have a long line or wick stretching from the block or candle, don't say blocks, from the candle, that's called the wick. So where this wick is on the weekly is 44,178 on this chart. Of course, it will be different on other charts. Charts on different exchanges have different prices. That is a fact. But I just wanted to point that out for you guys. 44,000 is what you want to break, and you're making an attempt at that right now. Let's go down to the daily, because on the daily now, I guess what we have to do is plot an entry, right? So, okay, down here on the daily, I'm zoomed out a little bit, but we're going to zoom in, and I'm going to show you where I'm kind of a little bit late to the party for this, but not necessarily. So down here on the daily, what you can see is that that wick is now a candle. It's now a candle. So that is where you're going to go. All right. Now you're going to get rejected. I firmly believe you're going to get rejected at that price point. I firmly believe it. So if you're going to start buying into Yearn Finance right now at 36,000, if you wanted to re-up, not financial advice, if you wanted to buy in now, you're probably going to say, let me see if it gets rejected at this 44,000 price point. And then if it does get rejected there and come back down and retest this level right here, let me draw a line for the retest level. This is on the daily. So I'm going to draw a line for the candle body for current price. Now, current price is going to give you, hold on, you guys probably can see it already, but I'm still drawing it. 36,275, pretty much where it's at right now. So if you get rejected at 44,000, you're going to come back down to 36,275. That's where you could potentially re-up and double down on, you know, your move higher to $100,000. So let me go down to the 4 hour. Let's go down to the 4 hour really. No, not the 4 hour. Let's go down to the 12 hour. Let's see what we can see on the 12 hour. All right, down on the 12 hour, same thing. But I will tell you this, you just recently got rejected here at 39,996. Why do I say that? Because you got two candle wicks. Let me draw a line here for you guys. You got two candle wicks right up here. I think you guys can see that, right? So you got these two candle wicks right here where the price has tested twice. So that's where you want to break. So now that I've actually come down onto the lower time frames, I say if you don't want to buy now, you buy the breakout of this level at 39,837. So if you break out from there and hold it, break and hold it, meaning you break to around 41, 42,000 and the price comes back down and retest 39,000, because that's where you're currently getting rejected on the 12-hour time frame. Okay, so that's what I would say as far as plotting entry to Yearn Finance. That's pretty much the best it's gonna get. You know, even if you go down to the 8 hour, which I'm gonna just pop on the screen here anyway, it's just gonna be a closer look at what I've already described to you and put up on the screen. You slightly went past it on the candle wick, the red candle wick furthest to the right of this chart, but nonetheless, that is what you're looking at as far as entry and opportunity for Yearn Finance. Pulling back right now, just so you know. But you know what? Let me put in a bearish scenario. I'm just gonna do something simple here. So you got higher lows. You got one red candle. Let me put two circles here for you guys, so you can see what I'm about to do here. This is what I'm looking at. So if there's a sudden drop or another heavy pullback in the market, this red wick right here that I put a circle around, that's what you're looking at as a pretty major support, right? Why did I say this? It's simple. Look to the left. All right. And even if you don't wick down there and you put in a higher, I would say if you don't come down to that price, let me highlight this price for you actually. That price is going to be 25,851. Okay. If your price doesn't come down to 25,851, the second location is going to be 26,870, which will be a double bottom for the green wick across from it. Let me put another circle around the green wick that I'm talking about on this screenshot. Okay, so if you get in now, understand that these are potential landing points on the pullback. Also understand that the rejection price of, you know, 39,000 is looking like a double top. Okay, so yes, that is a double top. Let me draw the two arches for you guys. Give me 1 second. There you go. Boom. You got a double top here. And like I said, those two white circle areas, you know, go back in the video, look at those price points. Those are going to be your two landing spots if this plays out. 25,000 and 28,000. So how would you play this, right? I would personally play this by the breakout, like I previously stated, above the green horizontal line, or I would wait patiently and get in around $29,000. That's what I would do. Why is that? Because I can at least be settled in my position so that if there is a retest of all-time highs at 43,000, my portfolio for that asset won't go into the red on that retest if it decides to retest this horizontal line up here at, like I said before, 39,000. That is a pretty decent strategy to play this area for Yearn Finance, okay? But yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me give my final thoughts. All right, there you have it. Yearn Finance, there you go. Do I think it's gonna go to 100,000? Anything is possible in crypto, to be honest with you. What I will say is this: don't let Yearn Finance be the only thing you're invested in cryptocurrency. All right, I'll just leave it at that. 100,000 over time. I think the DeFi products, I don't know what their roadmap is. If they have a robust roadmap, I could definitely see they will hold strong during the bear cycle and recover during the next bull cycle. And of course, if it doesn't this time around, which if I had to prognosticate, I'll say yes. If you don't break 100, you'll reach 100. Okay, I think I definitely see the price can at least 1x from $35,000-$40,000. So, you know, 1.5x, 2x. Yeah, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. But you may face opposition if they go ahead and mint those 1,000 coins to to placate the developers, to have, to pay off the developers or whatever that situation is. So be wary of that. But yeah, I'll give you that 100,000, 110,000. All right, upcoming videos: Chainlink, Swipe, Algorand, Uniswap, Sushi. Those all need to be updated, and I'm not going to do it in one video. I'm gonna pretty much break them down. I'll see if I can do maybe 2 in one video. So what I'll do is Sushi and Uniswap is headed toward price discovery. They're pretty much in the same position Yearn Finance is. So what I'll do is I'll probably put those 2 in a video and go over entry and things like that once you break all-time highs and go into price discovery. All right, but that's pretty much it. Make sure you follow us on Instagram. I'm going to throw up something interesting up there at the.dollar.tree. I'm Sha. This is the Dollar Tree. Appreciate everybody for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Make sure you hit that like button, and I'll see you guys later.